Hey, Andres Andreu here from Bayshore Networks. In this video, I'm going to show you how our product uses Yara rule sets to detect content at a very granular level. In the example that we're going to use, it'll be malware detection based on these APT rules that this guy Jamie from Alien Vault put out on GitHub. These rules are excellent, by the way. So hats off to those guys for their research. So we're going to copy these rules and we're going to come over here to the Bayshore product and create a Yara rule set. We'll call it apt1.yara. We'll paste those and we'll save them. So we can actually test files right here, by the way, in case you want to test your Yara rules. So let's grab a file and we'll test the active rules. And as you can see here, we got some hits. So this would be basically a tool you can use while you're developing your Yara rules. But for the example today, we're going to take that rule set as an established rule set and use it across the HTTP and the SMB protocols. So here, we're going to take this policy and we're going to modify it such that we will leverage the Yara rule set that we just created, apt1.yara. So we'll apply that change, and then we will take the SMB rule set and do the same thing. So it's the same exact rule set across multiple protocols, basically any protocol that our product supports. So we'll start with HTTP. So I'm going to add a filter here so we can view. And we're going to log into this application. We'll upload a file. Let's take this one. We upload it and we check our logs and there's a hit. So let's grab this set of results just so we can dissect them over here. These would normally be pushed out to some type of a syslog server or Splunk or something like that that can make heads or tails of the results. So what we have here is a couple of hits for that one file. So I'm going to highlight these. Those are the rule set names. And as you can see, the detection was of a portable executable. And there's the file name, there's the MD5 hash of the file. So that was a single file upload that went across HTTP. And you see the detection there. By the way, the detection is taking place via the use of Yara and yextend. So now we're going to do the same thing, except I'm going to upload a gzipped tarball with that malware inside of it. And here we get another set of hits, and we'll tear those apart. Now there's more hits because there's more than one file inside of the actual tarball. So let's take a look at what we got. We can get rid of this. So here's result, here's another result, here's another one, and there's the type for that. And if we look down a little further, you'll see a different set of results. and a different type. So here, I'll highlight these. These are the rule set names. Now notice, it's the same exact three as were detected earlier. And if you look at the file name, it's the same exact file, except that file was inside of the gzipped tarball. There was also a separate file, which you can see here, and there were a couple of hits on that file as well. And as you can see here, there was another portable executable inside of a tarball. You can actually see the parent file name, malware.tar, and the actual child file name where the native detection was performed. So that was over HTTP. So now we're going to do the same exact thing over SMB. So let's connect to that. Alright, so there's our SMB file share mounted. And so we are going to look at a different filter because it's a different policy, even though it's the same exact Yara rule set. And for the sake of clarity, we'll get rid of the first one. So now, let's go in here. We'll use this file this time. We'll move this file across. And as you can see, we have a hit. So let's get those results. And we can pop those over here. So now, if you look here, you'll notice that these two match up with these two because that was the file that was inside of the gzipped tarball. And so this was at 2111. If we move the actual gzipped tarball across, this time over SMB, you'll get a separate hit, 2112. And as you can see by the size of the output, there are more hits there. And so because we're detecting the two embedded files inside of the gzipped tarball. So using the same exact mechanism, if we go over to HTTP and just set it to enforce, and we try to upload one of those files again, let's just say the gzipped tarball, we're going to get a 500 back. As you can see, there's no response because we blocked based on the fact that there was a hit from yextend and Yara on one of those executables based on the signatures that we grabbed from Alien Vault. Thank you for your time, and if you would like any more info, hit us up at info@bayshorenetworks.com.